Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the second-ranked team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined to the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Championship on the line right now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Now they're running on the toss. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the...
Now here he goes. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They're going to run it here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that one.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. It's an option look. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He'll pitch it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
They'll kick it away here. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the Arkansas offense will take over 1st and 10.
And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. Looking to throw. It's Green. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a 1st down.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards and a 1st down for the Hogs. And Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Catch made by the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. QB keeper all the way. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's Green. Defense is coming after him. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. And he's got it with ease from 56 yards away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yet.
Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Cook just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Back to throw. It's Sellers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and blew it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Or it's snapped to the back. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, the speed of this back is impressive today for Arkansas. And they've had some big-time backs that have played in Fayetteville. Darren McFadden, one of my favorite players that I ever saw play in the SEC. Felix Jones with speed on the outside. And today, this guy's showing what he can do.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. To throw, it's Green. The pass rush closing in. That's reeled in. It's Anthony. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Swarm to the pass rush. A sack.
Man, that's how you respond after giving up such a big play through the air. The next play, you get after the quarterback, make some adjustments, and come up with a nice sack.
The sack moves him into extreme field goal range. You've got to do something now on 2nd and long. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now big decision coming up here on 4th.
And it's blocked. The kick was low. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. When they've got him behind the line, a tackle for loss to conclude the first quarter of play. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the second period.
Arkansas, 6.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here's a throw underneath to the back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down after a short gain there.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try to run it with the option. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Anthony. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He wins the foot race to the end zone. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Moving receivers around now before the snap. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Looking deep to the right side. Catch made wide open way downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
He'll toss it to the back. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job of pitching it. And how about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
He hands it off from the gun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Here's the option play. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Ball handed to the running back. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25.
And the Arkansas offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Back to pass. It's Green. Throws it to the right. What a catch! Now here he goes. Past the 20. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Well, hey, big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The receiver makes the catch. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. The timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The extra point makes the lead 6. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. Chris, not quite the way they drew this one up. I think the quarterback's got to be frustrated. Offensive line and the receivers weren't able to sustain their blocks to give him a little bit more room to be able to run.
Offense facing a 3rd and long at the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
So second down after the incompletion. He keeps it on a design run. And he will be stuffed for no gain. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Green. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier in the game. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the move now. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a 4th down call. And the Gamecocks will send the punt team onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. And they've got the returner corralled.
And the Arkansas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Looking to throw. It's Green. The receiver grabs it. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up 1st down at the 33.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
He escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up 1st down at the 15. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. I know the offense will call a timeout. Some the coach didn't like about this crucial play coming up. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab!
Boy, they get some big yards here on third down, but they're still going to be short, so to bring up a fourth down and a big decision for this offense.
So on fourth down, they won't go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Handoff to the right side. Breaks into the clear. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick this away to get the second half going. Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Nice grab. It's Harbor. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The quarterback looking to throw it on second down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking for a deep completion. Catch made in space. Look out. Touchdown, Gamecocks. There was no catching him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. call is on 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Green. Grab down the middle. It's Russell. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And a completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll try the ground game here. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He's wide open. Look out. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Russell. Breaks into the clear. Broke out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Razorbacks will line up here on 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Throwing off play action. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Tight end goes in motion. They'll try to run for the first down. The Gamecocks looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The sure hands. It's Parker. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate.
Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, South Carolina. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front giving him enough time to throw.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Arkansas offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Now, someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Back in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Got the first down and still motoring. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, that's exactly what this guy can do. He is a burner. Easily, in my opinion, one of the fastest guys in all of college football. And when you don't have him accounted for, this is what he's going to do to your defense.
The back's got to run a pitch. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
The Razorbacks will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble to his left. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It tests the middle, but gets stopped. That run goes nowhere.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Green. Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
There's contact on the throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Oh, takeaway for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. To throw, it's Sellers. With the catch, it's Jacobs. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W?
28.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The shotgun running play call.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Testing the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. And the back now goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
That's solid run, good for 1st down yardage. Takes the toss, heads to his right. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Grab behind the line, it's Russell. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now on third and very long, looking to throw. And it's intercepted, a crushing play.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
He'll run it into the end zone. The two-point conversion pushes the lead up to a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and put it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Arkansas offense will take over first and 10.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They begin with a quick throw to the left. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. That's reeled in. It's Russell. Breaks loose at the 40. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Moves out of the pocket, using his legs on the scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good to see. By this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
They'll hand it off. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here. And the Razorbacks churn out another first down. That's a design quarterback keeper. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back. That's on purpose.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Fire to the right side, complete. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. The clock has stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Sellers. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking deep downfield to the left. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, South Carolina. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
36.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Arkansas offense will take over 1st and 10.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Back to throw. It's Jackson. On the move now. Using his legs here. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Smart heads-up play by this quarterback. Hey, listen, they're trailing. He's got to make some plays, and if nothing's open downfield, use your legs, pick up as many yards as you can, get out of bounds, and get ready for that next play.
Looking for a late deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Over the middle, it's Anthony.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The Razorbacks pick up enough for a first down here.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here, and they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. He escapes the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Receiver makes the catch, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Looking to scramble. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
It's now time for one final play that obviously has to go into the end zone to see if they can tie it up.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Dropping back. It's Jackson. Caught near the goal line. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. And the timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. Catch made on the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Now you've got a big decision. What a great touchdown. But think about it. If you kick the extra point, you tie the game up, probably go to overtime. Or if you roll the dice and go for 2 and potentially win the game.
And the coach says, forget overtime. We're going for 2. Try to win it right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. They gambled, went for 2, and the win, but fall short. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this